Star Wars is the best franchise in the world, and Lego is the best kids toy that most adults can't even afford. Put those two together and what do you get? Credit card debt! Given the success of Star Wars, it's no surprise that there have been loads of video games created from the franchise. So today, I'm going to be taking 5 of your favorite Star Wars games and turning them into Lego. Starting off strong with EA Sports. It's in the game, and their inability to release a complete game, and their refusal to make a new game, which is probably what lost them a license to make these games. Half a decade later, I still play this game. Good old galactic supremacy. All you gotta do is hold these positions longer than the enemy team, blow up their ship, and like the video. Simple as that, folks.
Do it.
And our map for this game is Felucia. So to load this map into Lego, I'm gonna start out with this landscape, and there's a bunch of iconic flora on this planet. So I'm gonna start out by building a little acid river that feeds these carnivorous plants, followed by the big blue flower thing, these massive cone plants, and of course, some fungus. Can't forget those fun guys. Then I'm gonna add in this gate and some farming equipment because there's lots of farmlands on Felucia. And then I'm gonna add in this bunker that absolutely will not protect you from enemy fire in the game. And lastly, the capture zone, and this is where the fun happens. Now that the map is loaded in, it's time to select our character, and I'm gonna go with the 41st Elite Trooper because camo. Now we just spawn in all of our brothers, run to the objective, and kill some clankers.
Your objective is to secure the area. Capturing command post Mesh. You've captured all the command posts you need right now. I've sent a transport down to pick you up.
Which is why you should never feel safe in Battlefront 2. But you should feel safe while browsing the internet, and that's why I use Atlas VPN. Right now, Atlas VPN is running a huge discount, which means you can get a 3-year subscription for just $1.99 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Time's running out, so make sure to secure your deal by clicking the link in the description below. What this VPN does is encrypt your data and hides your location so that you can go about browsing your sites without them tracking you. It also prevents malware, ads, and allows you to send files securely. But best of all, it unblocks websites that aren't available in your country, which means you can watch a ton more shows on Netflix by simply switching your location. In fact, I also linked a list of all the shows that you could be watching in what regions, just in case you want to take advantage of your streaming services. I had a second streaming service just so that I could watch The Office, but with Atlas VPN, I just took a little trip over to Canada and was able to watch it straight from Netflix. And you can too for just $1.99 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Like I said, time's running out, so make sure to secure your deal by clicking the link in the description below. For this next game, we need to go back in time to the glory days. Star Wars: The Old Republic, a massive online multiplayer game created in 2011 that is somehow still getting add-ons to this day. It boasts some of the most amazing cinematics and fight sequences that honestly look better than most of the Disney Star Wars. But don't be fooled, the game looks nothing like this. The game made a huge return in 2022 with the reappearance of Darth Malgus, which LEGO actually created back in 2012. Fighting against the Sith is Master Denom Orr and his Padawan Sahar Katin, which I've recreated with these minifigure parts in LEGO. And essentially what happens here is that Malgus just takes this guy out, steals his lightsaber, and then leaves Sahar under a concrete tent. You need to go watch this trailer. I cannot do it justice. Also, I'm not dying until we get a movie. On a lighter note, Pod Racers, which came out in 1999. This must have been one of my first video games ever, and I remember seeing episode 1 in theaters, and playing this on the PC was the greatest thing ever. So this is my brother's room, complete with his model rocket. He also collected lightsabers and told me not to touch them. I totally listened, and sometimes I would steal his candy bars from his nightstand. Here's the desk and a massive gaming PC. It was massive because it was old, not because it had a graphics card. And here's little me.
Now this is Pod Racer.
I also made this micro pod racer from the game using some minifigure hands, and then I remembered I had this original 1999 LEGO Pod Racer set. So that's pretty neat, and that's why you wear helmets, kids. But as I grew older, technology advanced and became increasingly more and more realistic. Until virtual reality. Oh! Bro! Game's so real, I smashed the Stormtrooper in real life! Virtual reality gaming graphics are not exactly its best feature.
Do you have a favorite feature?
Yeah,
Something that you think is very cool?
Check this out. Wow. So that's pretty neat.
Vader Immortal, first released in 2019 with 2 more episodes following, was a story about Vader moping around his castle trying to resurrect his dead wife. You, the player, are somehow involved in this and actually get to fight Vader. It's pretty realistic. So, to recreate this game, we need Vader's castle. Seems like it needs more lava. That's better. But actually, we're going inside to the training dojo in Vader's castle. Probably where players spend most of their time, considering the runtime of the story is like 20 minutes. This is the fun part. I've created the training droid, added in my character with a sweet blue lightsaber, and as you progress, there are more and more enemy types, but my favorite move is the lightsaber throw. I also love waving my lightsaber around like an idiot, so I made my minifigure do this too. Pretty meta, I know. Oh, and you get Force Lightning too. Which means now it's time for a lightning round. I've got this custom Starkiller minifigure from the game, Force Unleashed 2, and he's taking out Vader for the dark side ending of the game.
Knew that one day you would replace him.
Next, I have the Republic Commandos from the game. You'll never guess what it's called. Republic Commandos. We've got Sev, Fixer, Scorch, and Boss. And this game definitely needs a remake, as the squad went on tons of missions and it was just super fun. Noob
Why are you on the floor? Did you get tired?
And then there's Galaxy of Heroes, the game EA doubled down on and the hill they died on. This turn-based game pretty much has nothing to offer me. And what's R2 and C-3PO gonna do against a Rancor?
Woo!
And lastly, the best Star Wars game of all. What? Come at me, X-Wing fans. Jedi Fallen Order. To start out, I grabbed my custom Cal Kestis minifigure that LEGO refuses to make due to violence. And I placed a small backpack piece on it so that BD1 could sit on its shoulder like a parrot. Then I went on to Etsy and bought some of the dopest looking fake LEGO minifigures I've ever seen. And when I opened these up, I struggled a little bit. I had to use a brick separator, but I got it in the end. They were still actually pretty dope. I also ordered this fake 7th sister whose name is Trilla, but like, what is this? And the cape was entirely plastic and felt like a McDonald's kid's toy. Then I also got the 9th sister who was a bit better. And the helmet's actually pretty cool too. It was so nice of them to give me an extra hand. Honestly, this figure's not bad. But now it's time we put them to the test. First up, the Purge Trooper as seen here. I completely recreated this scene perfectly in LEGO. Here's mine. Here's the image. Yeah, pretty good, right?
Outstanding.
And while these guys take a really long time to beat in the game, Cal here can beat them in one shot.
Woo!
There's also tons of Scout Troopers and K2 units that try to give you a big hug, but you quickly learn your boundaries, which is why this is my absolute favorite way to dispose of enemies. Let me know in the comments below which of your favorite Star Wars games I missed and which build you enjoyed the most. I really hope that we get lots more amazing Star Wars games in the future, but until then, thanks for watching and happy building.